Let's push the button. Let's go live. Week number 9. Number 9.
Number 9. We're at the halfway point.
Well, we're halfway there, living on a prayer. Well, some of us are, at least.
Yep.
We're going to talk all about that and more. Week number 9, Pain and Gain Pick'ems starts right about
now.
Oh, no.
Ow.
Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear. Pain and Gain Pick'ems are here in the flesh, live and in living color for you, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, everybody? I, of course, am your host, Alex Putnam, a Pizzle, representing the now 2-6 Miami Dolphins, who won this past week. We finally won a game. We finally won.
Yes.
Nobody expected it. Where the hell has this team been all season? Where the hell has it been? It took them till week 8 to finally find themselves. For God's sake.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
And now we have to face Lamar.
On a short week.
Yep.
On a short week. That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Joining me as always, representing the
Stars.
Black and yellow Pittsburgh Steelers. We got Mr. LC Muscles 28.
We may have lost last week, but at least we didn't lose to the Jets.
That is true.
Right.
That is true. And representing America's team, we got Tiny Mother Loving Tim.
I guess LC's team lost. Alex's team won. My team lost against a very, very, very tough Denver Bronco team. I mean, I knew that defense was tough, but I didn't know it was that tough. So,
I'm the only winner this week.
Yeah, you are. Only winner.
Yep.
I will take it. I will take that. But hopefully this week changes things because we're at the halfway point. Trade deadline is on
the 4th.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's coming Tuesday. A lot of change will be made. We shall see what happens. But before we get into week number 9, we got to do our usual. We got to start with the biggest winners of week number 8. Who do you guys have for your biggest winners of week number 8?
Ooh, biggest winner for week number 8. Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets.
Oh, the Jets.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Finally. So they don't have to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 76, and the Detroit Lions 2008, and the Browns of 2017. They no longer have to join that club. So those 3 teams, you could continue to be in your misery. The Jets, though, you know how the Dolphins pop the champagne, like the Dolphins pop the champagne.
Pop the champagne.
The worst teams in the league, the 3 worst teams in the league, pop some Miller High Life, some Natural Light. After to continue their fact that they're the worst teams in NFL history. Because you go from a very expensive drink to a bottom tier drink.
That's right.
Makes sense. So the Jets can actually pop their own champagne and celebrate that they won the winless.
instead of champagne, they're drinking Coca-Cola caffeine-free Diet
Coke.
AKA sludge.
Oh,
probably
sludge.
the worst beer I've ever tasted is Milwaukee's Best Ice. That that beer is so booty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good
That
point.
beer is absolute. Josh. Yes.
Yeah.
As far as the biggest losers of the week, it has to be the Bengals.
Not
Or
necessarily for me.
or Kirk O'Chains.
Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Chain's cousins. Because this
I
was his
actually
last
have a
chance.
bigger one.
This was his last chance as a starter to prove that he is worth somewhat of a trade value, and he did. He laid an absolute egg against us.
I have actually another one, and I don't think anyone else can point out what it is. Can guess what it is? It's actually someone from the announcing.
Oh, an announcer.
Yep. Kirk Cousins. No, not sorry. Kirk Cousins may have been a loser, but Kirk Herbstreit is my biggest loser of the week. What
Herbie.
Kirk Herbstreit said about Carson Wentz. After Carson Wentz, we found out that Carson Wentz was playing the past 2 games with
Injured.
a torn muscle in his collarbone and a torn labrum in his shoulder. And Kirk Herbstreit to say that he needs to act like a team leader when Carson Wentz is clearly in pain and being pissed that his team's losing on Thursday Night Football. Kirk Herbstreit, that was completely uncalled for, and expect an apology. That was totally uncalled for what you said.
Yeah,
For Kirk Cousins, for Kirk Herbstreit to do that on national TV to call out Carson Wentz when Kirk Herbstreit never even stepped foot in an NFL locker room,
True.
to call out the leadership of the leadership of Carson Wentz, shame on you.
Yeah, that was
Shame on
low.
you.
I will admit that is kind of low. 100%.
Yeah, you haven't even set him. You were good. You were Ohio as a quarterback. I get it. You're Ohio State quarterback. You play in college, one of the biggest environments, but you never sniffed the pro locker room.
Right.
So to call out the leadership of a pro NFL quarterback is kind of disrespectful.
That's disrespectful as hell.
Absolutely.
I agree with that 100%. I will agree with that 100%. Before we move on, we got a couple things to do real quick. First up, we got a super from Vampire Luke. He said, winning team, but biggest loser is Brandon McManus from the Green Bay Packers.
Yep. You come back from injury and you shelve Lucas Harvisk to the side so you can get your old job back, but then you lose your job that next day.
Yeah.
Way to go. And Joshua Cook with a $5 says, hey, Alex, Tim, LC went 8-5 last week. Colts trounced the Tennessee Titans. Look for his picks tonight. Cascades versus everyone. Let's go. Joshua Cook, thank you as always for the $5 and for the continued support. We also have one more thing. We got a bet payment because last week between Vampire Luke and Peppa.
Oh, that's right.
The winner,
the
loser had to proclaim victory and to say why the winning team is better. So,
that's right. I forgot about this.
Because the Packers won, got a little message from Peppa. A little something like this.
Well, it's time I admit it. The Green Bay Packers are an absolutely amazing football team. How could anyone not love that sea of green and gold, the freezing temperatures, and the sight of cheese hats and Packer beanie pom-poms proudly waving in sub-zero wind chills? There's just something magical about Lambeau Field, where even the snowflakes seem to root for the pack. Legends like Lombardi, Favre, and Rodgers have turned Green Bay into a place where greatness feels as natural as Wisconsin dairy farms. And I suppose that's something even I, a devoted Steelers fan, have to wave my terrible towel to. The Packers' loyal fan base deserves credit too. Only in Green Bay can you find people celebrating touchdowns with both enthusiasm and frozen eyebrows. Their devotion runs deeper than the snow drifts in January. And that kind of passion is what makes football so great.
Yes.
As tough as it is for a Steelers fan to say, I can see why the Packers inspire such devotion. Here's to great football and to the green and gold. Just this once. Steelers going to Super Bowl.
And there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey, Pepper, that was great.
Oh,
That was awesome.
I did not expect that, to say the least.
well, that was very, very classy.
Hell yeah.
I'd say that.
That's what we like to see. Let me just turn the World Series on right now. It's currently at top of the 7th, 3-1 in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there we go. So let's get right into it. Week number nine of Fanning. Pick'em starts with hell no to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the
Really?
Yep. It starts with the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This game is at Hard Rock Stadium. 7.5 point favorites are the Baltimore Ravens. Over under is 50.5.
Those are both true.
Referee for this game is
Scott Novak.
And the announcers being on Amazon Prime Tiny Tim are
Yep, that is the Miracle Man, Al Michaels, and
Kirk
Herbstreit.
Herbstreit.
Kirk Herbstreit. Do I have to
Yes.
after that stunt he pulled last week?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit on Prime Video.
Boo.
And the
Al
lowest ticketed price, according
Yeah.
to Game Time, is $83.
I can see
Michaels.
that.
Y'all know
I
the
can see
rules.
that.
Save me for last.
Save you for last. That's right.
Who you guys got and why? Ravens versus Dolphins.
Ravens versus Dolphins. I might as well go first on this one. I expect Baltimore with Lamar Jackson to start off a little sluggish because Lamar, this is his first action since week 4. And I do think that the Ravens have improved slightly, though. But honestly, against the Bears were right in it. Caleb makes a few good throws. Then they're within striking distance. But the score definitely was a bit deceiving because Chicago was pretty much right there with them. One thing that Miami still lacks, though, is consistent run defense. Sure, it was nice that they stopped Bijan Robinson. The Miami Dolphins, though, do have one of the worst defenses in the NFL, and it's really bad because the Miami Dolphins have allowed consistent runners pretty much do really wanted to. And the Dolphins, unfortunately, are also bottom 5 in turnovers, in the turnover margin. They're bottom 5 in the turnover margin, while Baltimore is still in the top half. Like, Baltimore's may not be much better, but
Right.
still, both don't get turnovers. Don't expect a lot of turnovers by either teams. But the Miami Dolphins, though, run defense is going to be an Achilles heel for them, while Baltimore Ravens, their run defense isn't much better. So expect a lot of points this game. The over is one of the most free bets of the week. If I have to say 50.5 stay over, I expect a lot of high scoring here. The main difference to me from the other is the Dolphins. They allow teams to pass the ball all over them compared to Baltimore.
Yes,
They pass the ball a lot more. Both of them are right around where they are defensively. I do think that Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins having that nice week will confidence, but I think that Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, if the on. Sure, here. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win, but I expect Miami to cover. This is actually my point spread game of the week.
Interesting.
Okay.
So I think that the Baltimore Ravens win, but I think the Miami Dolphins will cover. I'm going to say this will be a high-scoring affair, not a lot of turnovers, and I expect Derrick Henry and Devon Achane to have fantastic games. Final score: Ravens 31, Dolphins 27. Give me the Ravens.
Fuck you,
I
Baltimore!
still have to do it, Alex. Even though I picked the Ravens, that's for the Ravens.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was nice to see the Dolphins get a victory here, but now they're going up against the Ravens, and it looks like Lamar's back.
Yes, he is.
So it's going to be a very another tough game for Miami. I am not, like I said early in the week, even though the Dolphins won, I'm not letting Greer and McDaniel off the hook just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still think those guys are still on a very short leash. And it's going to get even shorter probably after this week. I say Baltimore will win and cover this one. Hate to do this to you, my friend Alex, but I see Baltimore winning by a score of 28-18. But just the same, I got 3 words for those rat
Fuck
birds.
you, Baltimore!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, you already heard from me. You heard from Tiny Tim, and now it's time to hear from this guy. It's time to call.
Oh.
John Harbaugh, since he's been the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, has won 9 out of 12 times. 9 out of 12. The only times we have won. LC, you were there. You remember this? It was 2015. I remember because I gave you my seats.
That's right. I do remember it.
You saw, I think it was Matt Schaub. Was it Matt
Yes.
Schaub playing for the Ravens that day?
Mm-hmm.
Against Ryan Tannehill. What a matchup.
That was when Joe Flacco got hurt. I remember.
That's right. The last 2 times that we won, it was Lamar versus Tua.
That's
Coincidentally enough, the first time was a Thursday night. It was 11/11/2021, where we won 22-10. Then the year afterwards, we played them in week number 2, and we came back being down 35-3 to win 42-38.
That was another great game.
However, the last time we played was in 2023. They whipped our ass 56-19, just like they did the season opener in 2019 when they whipped our ass 59-10. Do I think that's going to happen this week, this Thursday? I do not think that's going to happen. Both teams showed life last week in their victories, with the Ravens saving their season by beating the Bears. Lamar Jackson is back at quarterback, which will ignite their offense. But I think this will be about Derrick Henry running it up for the Ravens. Our run defense looked like has been absolute trash, even though last week we only held Bijan Robinson from Texas to only 27 yards on the ground.
Ouch.
Dolphins they did play well last week in beating the Falcons, but this will be a much tougher task. I am in agreement with you guys 100%. I think the Baltimore Ravens will get the job done against us, and I'm agreeing with LC. This is my point spread game of the week as well. I think the Ravens win, but I think the Dolphins cover 28-24. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Son of a bitch, I'm sick of these Dolphins.
And there we go.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, moving on to the Sunday slate of games, starting out with this one. A battle in the NFC North, as it is the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit. And for what I'm seeing right here, the Lions are 8.5-point favorites. Over under is set at 48.5.
You're correct on both of them.
There we go. Referee for this game is
Claymore.
And calling this game, I'm assuming this is on Fox.
Yes, this is on Fox, and you're going to have the A team, Kevin Burkhardt and the GOAT, Tom Brady.
And the lowest ticketed price is $264.
That's
$264.
a good amount of money.
Real quickly, before I get yelled at by Dashy, the teams on bye this week: the Philadelphia Eagles, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Cleveland Browns, and the New York Jets. If you're a fan of those teams, you're going to have to wait till next week. But just for the hell of it, let's hear the Senator.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
And there we go.
Love it. Every time. Senator Romy.
Vikings, Lions, who you guys got and why?
You know what? I might as well go first on this one again because I wanted to get my thoughts on this game out real quick and simply to the point. The Detroit Lions at home as a big home favorite with Jared Goff. That's a recipe for success. The Vikings, you just got your butts destroyed on Thursday Night Football. It doesn't matter. You got a mini bye week. You're going to have to roll out with J.J. McCarthy, who's not going to be nearly 100% again. The Vikings really were not able to establish a run game last week. This is going to be total domination of Detroit, especially because they're going to be getting their cornerbacks healthy. The Lions will win over the Vikings, and this will not even be close. Final score, Lions 45, Vikings 10, and this is my lock of the week.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
That's not my lock. My lock's coming up in just a little bit.
All right, well, yeah, Minnesota's in trouble. Just had a quarterback injured. Now their original starting quarterback has to come in. As LC said, it's not 100%. This is going to make much trouble. Detroit is at home. They're not going to let this one get away from them too much. Minnesota may get maybe a trash time or a touchdown or two, but in the end, I'm just going to make this simple. Detroit over Minnesota, 30-21.
40-21. The Vikings are playing with 10 days rest, while the Lions are coming off a much-needed bye. And they re-signed Aiden Hutchinson.
Huge deal.
They re-signed one of their building blocks, I believe $130 million of that is guaranteed.
Well, he did it. Well, he's still a rookie, so they really re-signed. They just extended him.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true. Lions will be getting some injured players back healthy, like you said, while the Vikings will get J.J. McCarthy back at quarterback. He will face a tough challenge to try and keep up with this Lions offense. So look for a big day from Jared Goff as the Lions win it. Give me the Detroit Lions over the Minnesota Vikings, 31-20. Give me the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Next game on the list we have is the San Francisco 49ers against the New York Football Giants. This game is at MetLife Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the 49ers are 2.5-point favorites. Over under is set at 48.5.
You're correct on both of them once again.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for 49ers and Giants is John Hussey.
And who are the announcers for this one, Tim?
Okay, this one is actually going to be on CBS.
Oh.
And I'm calling both games.
Kevin Harlan.
That's right.
And Trent Green.
And Trent Green.
Let's go. And the lowest ticketed price for 49ers and Giants at MetLife Stadium is $199.
They want to go see Dart.
Brock Purdy's supposed to be back in this game, I believe.
That's right. So it'll be Purdy versus Dart.
Mm-hmm. Who you guys got and why? 49ers versus Giants.
Tiny Tim, your microphone again. Check your microphone real quick.
Hello, check.
That sounds like going a mile away.
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Let me see what I can do to remedy this damn thing here.
All right, well, do that. Alex, why don't you go first on this one?
I will go first. I'll go first. But first, we got a super for Vampire Luke. He's going to do this as his coin flip. This is also his by the
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
coin flip for Vampire Luke. Heads will be for the 49ers. Tails will be for the New York Giants. 3, 2, 1, Baba Booey. You got the Giants.
Oh,
You got
Giants.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
You got the Big Blue.
All right, Alex, what do you think of this game?
Well, the 49ers are out on the road for the second straight week against the Giants team that looked bad last week in losing to the Eagles. Unfortunately, they are going to be without Scattaboo.
Yep, he's done for the year.
That injury last week was brutal.
Oh, God, I almost threw up.
Yeah, that was the first thing when I opened Twitter.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, it's still Twitter to me,
thing,
damn it.
The
It's
first
still
thing
Twitter to me, damn it.
The first video I saw was that. I was like, why did I open that? Come on now. Anyway, 49ers offense struggled against the Texans, and I think they will here as well. The Giants pass rush is too much as they find a way to win a close one as Jackson Dart plays well in this one as well. I'm actually going to agree with the coin flip. I'm going with the Giants in this game. 24-21, give me the Giants.
All right. Tiny Tim?
Okay.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah, much better again. Well, it looks like Brock Purdy is going to be back with the Niners. Brock Purdy against Jackson Dart is going to be a very, very interesting matchup right there. But like I said a couple of weeks ago, even though they're still banged up, they still got a lot of injury problems. I'm telling you that John Lynch is a genius. Try to get these other players to get in, and they do pretty well here. I say the Giants are going to make this interesting, but in the end, it's going to be the Niners that take this one. So give me San Francisco over New York. Let's go 24-20.
LC?
So it's for me to either cause a tie or to be on the overwhelming majority. So this one's interesting because you do have the Niners who really were not able to get much going against Houston Texans style defense. But the Giants do have a front seven that is pretty comparable to Houston's, but the secondary is a little lacking, which will be a concern. The Giants, though, will not have Cam Scatterbo. They do still have a good running back in Tyrone Tracy, who is ready to go, and he should be ready to go and could be able to compete for this in this game. Neither of these teams, I don't see neither of these teams really getting sacks. I think this is a game where you establish the run often early. This is not going to be a very pass-happy game for either team. You're going to see a lot of running. You're going to see a lot of quick screens. They're not going to see many deep balls this game. It's going to be old school kind of football, and I actually like that kind of old school football mentality. Honestly, this could go either way, but I honestly don't see the 49ers losing two in a row on the road. And I think the Giants injury, Cam Scattergood, just for a locker room presence, losing him, it's going to take a week or two to really recover from that. I still think the Giants are a long way from that. I do think against tougher defenses, like the 49ers do have a better secondary. I do think that the Niners have the advantage there. So I'm actually agreeing with Tiny Tim here, and I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers. But I do have another great play for you guys for one of my bets.
Oh.
So my final score is going to be 49ers winning the game and covering the spread. I think they will cover the spread as well. Final score of, I'll go 20-13. Give me the 49ers to win, cover spread, and I really like the under in this game. I like the under big time.
Under.
I like the under 48.5. I really like the under in this game. I don't think either offense is going to score a lot of points. It's going to be a very sluggish game, very old school football kind of mentality kind of game.
Very nice. The next game on the list we have is it's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. This game is in Nashville. Chargers 9.5-point favorites, over under set at 43.5.
Both are correct once again.
Referee for this game is.
Let me pull up my Zebra site. So the Zebras for Chargers and Titans is Alex Kemp.
And who are the announcers for this one, Tim?
This one is going to be on CBS, and you're going to get Tom McCarthy and Ross Tucker.
And the lowest ticketed price. I'll guarantee you the parking is more expensive for this one.
$25.
And it is $17.
Oh.
$17.
Wow,
$17.
That's
17.
Somebody is desperate.
So if you break into their car, there was two Titans tickets. They broke into the car. There's 4 more.
Yep.
That old joke. Yeah. Well,
I know,
let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. The Titans are an absolute mess right now. Now they face a Chargers team that will have a lot of rest because they played last Thursday. Titans are giving up 7.3 yards per pass play, which is something Justin Herbie fully loaded, will take advantage of here. He will light them up, and Cam Ward will not be able to catch up. I'm going with the Chargers to beat the ever-living piss out of the Tennessee Titans. Final score 35-14. And I'm not just picking the Chargers. I'm locking
And
them
this
in.
is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
And now go Chargers, go.
I 100% agree with you here, Alex. And actually, Vampire Luke's comment, go ahead and pull that up.
Which one?
The most recent one. I absolutely 100% agree with this statement.
The Jets
I
still
absolutely agree with this
exist.
statement. Jets actually put up more points on offense than the Titans have in 3 games.
Yeah.
The Titans, the last 3 games, let me just go ahead and give you the numbers. They put up a combined 37.
Ooh.
So the Jets in 1 game scored more than the Titans in 3 games. That's embarrassing. I do think that Cam Ward will improve. This is just a rough rookie year for him because honestly, there is no talent on this team. Expect them to be the bottom of the league for the rest of the year. I don't see the Titans getting another win this year. I really don't. I think they may somehow squeak out a win very late in the season. Maybe against Cleveland, I could see them winning. But honestly, the rest of the year, I don't see them getting another win.
Really?
Maybe the Cleveland Browns and the Saints. The Saints for the number 1 draft pick next year. Loser gets the number 1 pick. That's maybe where I could see them get that pick. But still, right now, against a Chargers team that has a really good offense, including Orlando Gadsden, who I think is one of the best young tight ends in this league. Oronde Gadsden. I'm sorry. Oronde Gadsden. I think he's one of the best young tight ends in the league. Expect this Titans offense to completely dominate the Titans. The Chargers are going to win by whatever the hell they want. It's time to put the fries in the bag for the Titans season. This season's over. Get ready for 2026. Final score. Titans, I'll go 13. Generous, they'll get a garbage time touchdown late. Chargers 38. 38-13. Chargers win. Let's hear the Terminator once again.
Let's hear the Terminator.
And now go Chargers, go.
Tiny Tim.
Well, I agree with everything you guys said on this one. This is what do I usually say? This is going to be ugly.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly with a capital UGLY.
You ain't got no alibi.
I really feel sad for the number one pick in the draft this past year. He's just surrounded by a team that just is not clicking on all their cylinders. Meanwhile, the Chargers are doing quite well. They could probably right now, I think Denver, KC, and LA could really fight it out for the AFC West division. That's going to be very interesting. But in the end here, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to give Tennessee the double up treatment. I am taking the Chargers over the Titans by a score of 28-14. One more time. Let's hear Arnold.
And now go Chargers, go.
All righty, let's see what we got next up on the docket. We have this one. Let's go to you know what? Let's see a rematch of a certain Super Bowl. A Super Bowl rematch. As it is the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. This game is in Foxborough. And from what I'm seeing right here, Patriots 5.5 point favorites, over under set at 45.
That's correct.
45.
45.
Referee for this game is
Brad Allen.
And calling this game, Tiny Tim is.
All right, calling this game on CBS will be Andrew Kettleon, Charles Davis, and Jason McCourty.
And the lowest ticketed price, according to Game Time, is $187.
Uh-huh.
Falcons, let's be honest, they played absolutely awful last week against the Dolphins. While the Patriots continue their winning streak, I believe they're at 5 now.
Yes.
5 games straight.
5 wins in a row.
By beating the Cleveland Browns. But this is a big step up in competition for the Patriots. That will matter. Bijan Robinson will get the ball more than 9 times than last week. I think they'll keep it close, but at the end of the day, I'm going with the home team. When in doubt, go home team. Give me the Patriots over the Falcons. 23-21. Give me the Patriots.
Hi, Tim.
Yep. I'm pretty much in agreement with Alex right there, and it seems like week after week, I am more and more impressed with this Drake May. He is really doing something with that offense. I mean, he is just absolutely killing it out there. And Atlanta, Atlanta's an okay team. I mean, they got some good players, but they're just not clicking. I mean, they're better than much better than the Titans, but something just ain't right. I can't really put my finger on it, but Atlanta's got to break through somehow, but they're just going to come up a little bit short this week because they're playing in New England at the Big Razor Blade. So I am going to take the Patriots over the Falcons by a score of 27-21.
Yeah, the Falcons. What the hell happened last week? How do you let the Miami Dolphins of all teams? Sorry, Alex, don't mean to attend, but
All right.
how do you let them shut down Bijan Robinson? You just let the Dolphins shut down Bijan. Like, I could not believe it. I literally could not believe that Bijan just looked pedestrian out there. It was ridiculous. It honestly was ridiculous. And I was flabbergasted with their performance. Kirk Cousins should not be a starting quarterback ever again. I think he
No.
needs to retire. He's
Oh.
already taken a lot of money out of this league. He's not a starting caliber quarterback anymore. If he starts against the Patriots are going to win by 30. With the opportunity of Penix playing though and London playing, it makes it a bit more interesting. The Falcons, they're not a bad team. They just cannot be coached right. I just don't think Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris is bad.
Raheem Morris is not a good coach.
He's not a good head coach.
He's not a good coach.
He's not a good head coach. Defensive coordinator, yes. Head coach, no.
Exactly. He's a great defensive coordinator, but he just does not have that ability to be a good coach. When the lights shine the brightest, as a Cinderella, they have the great story of pretty much. What was I going to say? Well, pretty much the Cinderella story turns to a giant big pumpkin. And that's what Raheem was. So you had the big win against the Falcons. That was your Cinderella story moment. And now it's a pumpkin with how bad that Dolphins game was. Losing to the 49ers and losing to the Dolphins. Bad. Make it 3 in a row. New England wins this game. But I expect Atlanta, if Penix plays, I expect Falcons to cover spread. If he doesn't, New England's dominating. But it will come down to the quarterback play, but I still have New England winning this game. If Penix plays, I go 30-27. But if it's Kirk Cousins, I'll go 30-13.
All right. Next game on the list, let's go to H-Town, as it is the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. This game is in Houston. Texans are favored by 1.5. Over under is 39.5.
Those are both true.
Very nice. Referee for this game is
Ron Torbert.
And who are the announcers for this one, Tim?
Another interesting scenario. We got two AFC teams that will be playing on Fox. And for this game, you have Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston.
AKA
Moose.
And the lowest ticketed price for this game is $87.
That's definitely it. Dude, that's definitely a value right there. I would definitely take that in a heartbeat if I could.
Right.
That's value right there.
Texans, Broncos from Houston. Who you guys got and why?
I'll actually go first in this one. I actually have a very interesting take. The Broncos were originally 2.5-point favorites going into this game, but without Patrick Surtain, the spread is now at Houston 1.5. Not having PS2 in the lineup is going to be a concern for Denver, while the Texans are going to be getting back Nico Collins. That is a big matchup nightmare for any Broncos cornerback out there. But CJ Stroud, even without Nico Collins, proved he could still sling the ball pretty well. He's got some good young pass catchers, Jalen Hyatt being one of them, having a breakout game against the 49ers. I think Houston will take advantage of that and will get the win. I expect Houston to get the win and continue their strong momentum, especially at home. It seems like Houston just plays better at home compared to on the road. Because against Seattle, they looked awful. But at home, they usually play a lot better. And I expect that trend to continue. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game. I think the Broncos struggle with Bo Nix, and the Broncos struggle against a really good defense. Like, these are the two best defenses in the league.
They are.
So I expect Houston's defense to get the better of them, but I think this is a lower scoring game. Give me a final score of, I'll go 19-13. Give me the Texans. Lots of field goals.
Tim, what about you, man?
I think I see this one a little bit differently here. After the beating, the total beat down that the Broncos put against my boys last Sunday. Oh my gosh, they're going into Houston. Nico Collins is coming back, but the Houston defense better get ready because there's a young man named R.J. Harvey who just single-handedly whooped our butts last week. So you might want to watch out for him. I say Denver's a better team, so even though Houston's got a good defense, I'm going to give it to the Broncos. Give me Denver over Houston 35-24.
So I'm the deciding factor here.
Yes, you are.
All comes down to me, huh? Well, this is a game pitting two really damn good defenses against two offenses that seem to be coming to life. The Broncos blew out the Cowboys last week as Bo Nix played well, while the Texans beat up on the 49ers as CJ Stroud played well. With the spread being as close as it is, 1.5, I think it's the closest spread we've seen so far today.
Yep, it is.
I'm going to let fate decide.
Oh.
This is my coin flip game of the week.
I was thinking about it, but I'm going to wait on that one.
This is my coin flip game of the week. So, JFK will be heads for the Denver Broncos, and the tails will be the Texans of Houston.
All right.
All righty.
Count me down, gents.
All right.
Three.
Go. 3, 2, 1. Baba Booey.
I didn't even throw it. Jeez. It fell down. All right. Baba Booey. Give me Houston. Give me the
there
Texans.
you go.
Give me the Texans. Hopefully, this will be the momentum swing that they need. Final score 23-20. Give me Houston. Next game on the list. This one was close to being my hell nah game of the week because both of these teams look like absolute booty juice. But it's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati. And from what I am seeing here, Bears are favored by 3 points. Over-under is set at 51.5.
Let me take a look here. Bears and Bengals. You're correct on both of them.
Very good. Referee for this game is?
It's your favorite, Alex.
Oh,
Cleats.
And who are the announcers for this game, Tim?
All right, this game is going to be on CBS, and they're calling the game between the Bears and the Bengals. Caleb
He's
Williams
going
is
to go in
going
for the touchdown.
touchdown.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Miraculous. Spectacular. And
Anna Marshall.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Of course. Lowest ticket price, $139.
That sounds about right.
I see Napoleon saying glass in the chat. We all know what that means. He's saying glass. We all know what that means. Oh, hell yeah. Everything's going to go crazy in this game. I'm telling you.
This is about to pick up.
That's right. The Bears are playing consecutive road games after losing to the Ravens, while the Bengals are coming off of a bad loss to the then winless Jets. The Bears need to get the offense going with Caleb Williams, with Roma Dunze, with DeAndre Swift. Cincinnati defense is the perfect way to do that. This has the makings of a shootout. In the end, I think that the Bears will get the win because I'm hearing rumors that Joe Flacco might not be playing in this one because he's hurt.
I'll go into that in a bit. I'll go that.
He might be hurt because he has an AC sprain in his shoulder. But either way, I am picking the Bears to beat the Bengals 34-28. Give me Chicago. And I wouldn't be surprised if this went to overtime.
I don't think we'll need overtime for this game. With Joe Flacco possibly inside for an AC joint sprain, and at that age, I pretty much think it's a wrap for him. Jake Browning more than likely will play against the Chicago Bears, and Jake Browning this year has been absolute.
Yeah.
Absolute facts. So, what's also been worse, though, is the Cincinnati Bengals run defense. They have the worst run defense in the league. They just allowed Breece Hall to have a career game, a resurgence game, if you will, against them. And DeAndre Swift and Colin Monanagai will have a fantastic day on the ground. They allowed 50.2 fantasy points to Isaiah Davis and Breece Hall last week. Expect at least another 50 points for both of these running backs. I think the Bears dominate this game. Caleb doesn't even need a pass. I think he just hands it off, lets the running backs do all the work, expose that terrible run defense. Also, with Trey Hendrickson, there's a chance he will not be playing as well from FAU.
FAU, give a hoot, don't pollute.
Give a hoot, don't pollute. But yeah, there's a very good chance that he will not play as well. So I expect the Bears to control the line of scrimmage, control the run game, and just dominate. My final score is going to be Bears 30, Bengals 13, especially if Jake Browning plays. You're probably going to maybe even see 6 points. But if Joe Flacco plays, I'll let him lose by 10, 30-20.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much agreeing with everything you guys said here. I feel a little bit more mojo with the Bears than I do with the Bengals because, for one thing, their quarterback problems are up there. But someone who's not having a quarterback problem is, of course, Caleb Williams. He's been doing pretty good. This will be a good moderate score game here. I'm going to go and take the Bears on the road against the Bengals by a score of 26-20. Give me the Bears.
Trey Hendrickson's injury, I think he re-aggravated his hip. Was it his hip?
Yep, re-aggravated his hip.
So hopefully he's back for that one. Hopefully he's back for this game. Moving on to the next game on the list we have is the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers from the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. And from what I am seeing right here, Packers 13.5-point favorites under set at 44.
That is true. Yes, sir.
Referee for this game is?
It's going to be the man who loves his land, Land Clark.
Oh,
Land Clark. Land.
And who are the announcers to this one?
Okay, it's going to be on Fox. And does anybody know if there's going to be a Game 7 on a Sunday if it goes that far?
Well, right now, Toronto's
up 8-1 on the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's
so
6-1, 6-1, but still, that's bad.
Okay, so they're playing Game 5 now.
Right.
That means Game 6 would be probably Friday.
Yes.
And I guess Game 7 would be Saturday.
Let me just check the schedule for that one.
Because right now the announcing team for this one is Adam Amin and Greg Olson. So I guess Joe Davis might be back this week for calling NFL games.
Yeah, Game 7 is Saturday.
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Saturday.
So,
If necessary.
so he'll so I guess Joe Davis will be back not this Saturday, this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. And the lowest ticket price, according to Game Time, is $215.
Ah,
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. Who you guys got and why? Panthers versus Packers.
Packers right now have the best team in the NFC, especially after they whooped Pittsburgh's ass. And I'll talk about Pittsburgh in the next game because I know it's the last 1 o'clock game. I know you're saving that because you want to hear my thoughts on it, but I'll get to that in a bit. But the Packers will be debuting their 1923 jerseys against the Carolina Panthers, and
those helmets,
cool.
the leather helmets, that was
the
sick.
leather helmets. That is so cool. I am excited to see that. The Panthers, they may get Bryce Young back, but it's still up in the air. No matter no matter who they have at quarterback, Micah Parsons is going to face. Expect Micah Parsons' lead has 2 sacks in this game. And I took a bet earlier this year, right after the trade happened, that Micah Parsons get over 11.75 sacks. He is well on his way to hit that mark. Right now, he is at, let me take a look here. He's definitely way over the mark right now. He's doing really well because the Green Bay Packers with Micah Parsons look like a really good team, especially on defense. He's at 6.5. So yeah, he'll definitely hit that within. And he's not even the leading sack getter. That's Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons are going to overwhelm the Panthers' depleted offensive line, and Packers win convincingly. Give me a final score of Packers 38, Panthers 10. Give me the Packers to win this game with the frozen tundra.
Yes. I definitely agree with everything you're saying now. And now he's with a new team and he's starting to light up again. See, this is what happens. Yes, you're welcome, Luke. This is what happens when Jerry Jones gets rid of his best players. They start to play better than they were. And they showed it last week. Micah Parsons is at it again. Just like he was in the last couple of years in Dallas. And Carolina, they're not going to know what hit them. I mean, I was surprised that Green Bay actually beat Pittsburgh at home, even though you had Aaron Rodgers, but he got a little bit of in trouble there. So this is going to be no contest here. Very convincing is the victory for Green Bay. I'm taking those Green Bay mother-loving Packers over those Carolina Panthers by a score of 33-13. And you know what? I don't think I'm just going to take Green Bay. Why don't you lock them up for me?
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
I like it. So the Carolina Panthers will have Bryce Young back, but the banged up offensive line will have to deal with the guy we just mentioned, Micah Parsons. Micah fracking Parsons, and he has been a problem for offenses this year. Jordan Love lit up the Steelers last week as the Green Bay offense seems to be getting back into the groove of things, and I think it'll stay that way. Packers big. 34-17. Go, Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go.
Flash photography. Last game in the 1 o'clock slates.
It's my game.
It is your game, LC, as it is the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. Colts are 3-point favorites, over under set at 50.5.
That's about true.
Referee for this game is
Craig Rolstad.
And who are the announcers for this game?
This game is going to be on CBS, and you're going to get Iron Eagle and J.J. Watt.
What?
JJ Watt. Yep. I had a feeling we're gonna get
JJ.
to see. We're gonna get JJ Watt because I know Jim Nance and Tony Romo. We already know what game they're on. The game of the week. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
JJ Watt.
TJ Watt.
And the lowest ticketed price, one shy of $100, $99.
99. I've been waiting so long.
Yeah.
For
Remember
all,
that
for
one
all
from back
you,
in the day?
for all you Toto fans out there,
I saw them in concert a few months ago.
I saw them a
Awesome.
couple of years ago.
Awesome.
I saw them open up with Journey.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was a good concert.
We all know the rules. Save LC for last. Tim, let's hear from you first.
All right. Well, Pittsburgh, boy, they're at home. That's a good thing. But the bad thing is they're going up against probably the best team in the AFC right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, Daniel Jones, they're calling him Indiana Jones. I'm calling him Danny Dollars. I mean, he's just and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is now the front runner for league MVP. I mean,
And rightfully so.
I think he has pretty much scored a touchdown in every single game this season, which is doesn't surprise me. But what surprises me is that he's having a great bounce back year. I mean, last year he was not doing as good as this year. I mean, his numbers were down last year, but this year he is just lighting it up all over the place. He and those Colts are going to make it very hard for Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers to get going. I hate to say this to my man LC. I have to go with the better team. Give me the Colts over the Steelers. I'll score 31-23.
Colts are riding high. They are the best team in the AFC. They might be the best team in the league. Colts are riding high. Well, the Steelers have lost 2 straight, and the defense can't stop anybody. Colts haven't been stopped much at all by any defense, let alone a bad one. So I think Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor keep this offense rolling. I am going to agree and pick the Indianapolis Colts over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry to do this to you, LC. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I am not going to make an apology for Dr. K anymore. I made that mistake week number 1. I'm not doing it again. 37-30. Give me Indy. You heard what I had to say. You heard what Tim had to say. LC, it's your turn.
Oh man, this is rough. This is absolutely rough.
Yeah.
The Sunday night game, it really hurt me. Seeing the Packers get 20 straight completions against this defense. This defense is playing uninspired football right now. And, Tomlin, this is not a good look for him. We're in desperation mode because right now we're 4-3. And if the Ravens continue, they can win this division right from us. And it's not really Aaron Rodgers' fault. Aaron Rodgers and the offense, they're doing what we can at the end of the day. The offense is not the problem. It's our overpaid defense. And yeah, this was not fun to see because now we actually have to play a very competent offense in the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have done pretty well against us the past couple of times. But now Daniel Jones playing us, this definitely feels like it's going to be one the same. I would not be surprised if the Steelers somehow put up the game of the year, but I highly doubt that. So, Alex, I gotta be a realist here, and I do this sometimes. I don't do this all the time, but I have to pick against my team. For the first time all year, Joshua Cook, I will say, your team is better right now. Your team's better than us. Your offense is better than us. Offensive line's playing better than us. Everyone's playing better. While the Steelers, our overpaid defense is not doing enough to get the job done. Our offense will keep us close within this game, but our defense, once again, will lose to the Colts. And if we could lose on the road to the Colts a few years ago with someone that wasn't let Jonathan Taylor run all over us, this is not going to end well. I expect Tyler Warren to have a huge game against us as well. We do allow a lot of yards to tight ends. Tyler Warren's going to have a phenomenal game. This Colts team, they're going to dominate us from start to finish. Give me the Colts to win. This is going to be where the Steelers are going to have to play catch up. They think they're close, but the Colts end up winning by a final score of 37-30. Give me the Indianapolis Colts to win this game. As much as I hate to do this, I got to be a realist here. I'm picking, even though I will be rooting for my Steelers, I'm rooting for my team. I'm rooting for this team till the day I die. But sometimes you got to be a realist here. Taking the Indianapolis Colts to win the game. The Colts right now are the best team in the league. I don't know if anyone can stop them, not even the Chiefs. And yes, I know Pepper. I hate to do this, but I have to be a realist. Sometimes in this show, you have to be a realist.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to pick the Colts. As much as I would love to pick the Steelers, this is the Colts time. Even though this has the recipe of a trap game as well. People saying this is the ultimate trap game. No, I don't see it. I'll be rooting for my Steelers, but the Colts are winning this one. I hate to do it.
Do we have to hear from Mike Tomlin?
I really don't. I really don't this week.
Sorry, but I do.
We do not care.
And you know what? Just for you. Damn it.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
There we go.
Because
technically, Colts were from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were.
Historic
They're the Baltimore Colts.
All right, moving on to the 4:00 slate. Starting in Viva Las Vegas, as it is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Jaguars favored by 3, over under 44.5.
That's the truth, 44.5. And the Jaguars are favored by 3.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Jaguars and the Raiders is Allen. Yeah.
And who are the announcers for this one?
Jaguars and Raiders. It's on Fox. And you got Chris Myers and Mark Schlereth.
Lowest ticketed price?
$69, dudes!
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, my friend.
$69, lowest ticketed price. Nice. Who you guys got and why? Jaguars versus Raiders.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to start with this one.
How about it?
Yeah. You might as well play my favorite song because this is my choice for
Oh.
Yeah, no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no, no, no.
Really?
Yeah. Jacksonville and Las Vegas. Two teams both kind of struggling in their respective divisions. I really don't, but I hear that Brock Bowers could be back in the lineup for the Raiders. But still, I see this is probably my lowest scoring game this week. I'm taking the Jaguars to win and cover over the Raiders by a score of 17-13.
Hey, same score as Vampire Luke. How about that?
Hey, how about that, Luke?
How about that? LC, what about you?
Last year, these teams played, and it was Mac Jones against the
McCorkle.
Raiders team Mac McCorkle last year. McCorkle Jones. It was him last year. But this time, it's Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence has had good history against the Raiders. Even though this game is played in Las Vegas, both these teams are coming off by, so it pretty much feels like you've had more than enough time to prepare. Both these teams have had more than enough time to prepare. I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars, after that embarrassing loss to the Los Angeles Rams, really needed a good look in the mirror. And I trust Jacksonville more than I do trust the Raiders. And it looks like right now, from what I've been hearing, it looks like this will be Jacoby Myers' last game as a Raider.
Yeah, he might get traded.
Yeah, I've been hearing he is on the trade block. There are 3 teams that are actually interested in him: the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Denver Broncos, and the Buffalo Bills are all interested in trading for him. So right now, I do think with the Raiders, they're having some big problems. Even though Max Crosby is get walk off hurt, he did have the bye week, but he's still not going to be 100%. Jacksonville, they're one of the best teams at taking the ball away, while the Raiders, they're one of the worst at taking the balls away. Both of these defenses are below average, and I do think, though, even though their defenses are below average, I expect the Raiders to throw a ton of turnovers, and you just put up 0 against Kansas City. Whoever you start quarterback, you're not putting up much points against Jacksonville. I think this is a get-right game for Jacksonville, while the Raiders continue to be bottom of the barrel. Give me the Jaguars to win this game convincingly by a final score of 27-13. Give me the Jaguars.
I'm thinking
Jaguars.
There's rumors he might be tied with the Giants too.
There is rumors of that too. I did hear that.
Giants as well. Yeah, I guess it depends on the price. I'm hearing like a fifth round pick, possibly.
A 5th or a 4th?
Or a swap. Something like that. Both these teams are coming off a bye week, and let's be honest, both of these teams badly need a win. Both these teams badly need a win. The Jaguars need to get the passing game going, but the Raiders' defense has played pretty decent. The problem has been the offense for the Raiders, and I think it stays that way. Jaguars will win this one on the road. I got the Jaguars and Duval getting the win 17-10. Give me the Jaguars.
That's pretty low scoring.
Yeah, it's a low scoring game.
Yep.
Have a feeling this one will be. This next game, though, I think is going to be an absolute blowout, as it is the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. 14-point favorites are the Rams, over under set at 43.5.
That is, look, yep. That looks like it.
Referee for this game is
Sean Smith.
And who are the announcers for this one?
This game is going to be on Fox, and you got Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
Lowest ticketed price, Sammy Hagar. I can't drive.
55.
Yeah, this should be a no contest here. The Saints are starting their second round pick this year. Tyler Shuck is getting the start today over Spencer Rattler against the Rams team that's coming off a bye. The Rams defensive front will present a real tough challenge for Tyler Shuck. Remember that show, Hey Rookie, Welcome to the NFL? This is that for Tyler Shuck. On the other side, Matthew Smith will continue to play well. Puka Nacua, is he scheduled to come back, I believe? Yes?
He is. I personally think that he will be back, but they're gonna have him on a limited snap count.
Doesn't matter. Rams big. 30-13, give me the Rams.
Because they really don't beat Puka. They really don't. But the Saints will also be a team that looks to sell at the trade deadline. The Rams, you're coming off the bye week. This is a free win for you guys. Don't expect too much. Final score 49-6. Rams dominate easily. I was considering is this my lock of the week, but I've been too easy.
Yeah.
I wanted to do Lions because it's more of a story to tell.
Right.
Right.
And this was originally going to be my lock, but I went ahead and took Green Bay.
It was going to be mine as well, but I took the other Los Angeles team, the Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah. Everything you said is correct. I think the motto here is no Nakua, no problem.
No problem.
No problem. Even though, and of course, I always like to say Nakua Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Oh yes. So I'm going. This is going to be a big one right here. Give me those Rams over those Saints by a score of 30-13.
All right, and the
next game, you know what it is.
Toronto Blue Jays have won game number 5, 6-1.
I saw that. I did not. I saw that comment.
I got this. This is 100% without question as it was last year, as it is going to be this year. It's the Chiefs and the Bills. This game is in Buffalo. Chiefs favored by 2, over under set at 52.5.
Let me see. For real quick for you, if you will. Yeah, 52.5.
Referee for this game is.
Oh, God. Carl Shepherds. You know he is with Chiefs games.
Oh.
Right in his back pocket. Right?
Yeah.
Right in their back pockets. And who are the do I even need to guess who the announcers are for this one?
I guess you can pretty much guess it for yourself. It's going to be on
Hello,
CBS.
friends. Hello, friends.
Right.
And there it is, Jim. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, you got to see it. Oh, there it is.
He looks a little Mahomey today.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, it's going to be Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
Lowest ticketed price. Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass. $316.
And that's to be expected.
What?
Oh, wait. That's right. I said 316. $316.
What?
Pesos.
What?
Pounds.
What?
Colones.
What?
Rubies.
What?
That's all.
What?
Yeah.
Womp 'em.
Go
What?
on. There you go.
Yeah, that was good, though. I like that.
Mind if I go first in this one?
Go right ahead.
Go.
This is the game of the week. This is the game of the year. This is the game of the century. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs have won 3 straight while the Bills blew out the Carolina Panthers last week coming off of their bye. Buffalo running game clicked last week, but they need more from Josh Allen in this one. I think they get it as Allen wins a shootout against Patrick Mahomes. You know what that means. Sound the alarm. This game is going to live up to the hype, but at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the home team and the Buffalo Bills to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, hopefully foreshadowing what we're going to see in the playoffs. Fingers crossed there. Final score, 38-35. Now it's the Bills.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody circles the
wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, but this is definitely going to be one that I would be willing to pay a good bit of money for. But this is going to be a real good one. Buffalo coming off the bye week, right?
Yes. No. Buffalo.
No, they won against
well,
the Panthers.
Well, technically, that is a bye week.
Yeah, playing the Panthers.
Yeah, playing the Panthers, that could be considered a bye week there.
Yeah.
Then you had Kansas City taking care of those Redskins football team, Commanders, whatever you want to call them, back on Monday night. The key here is that usually Josh Allen has Patrick Mahomes' number in the regular season, but it's flipped the other way around in the playoffs. So basically, this is a regular season game, and it's in Buffalo. Kansas City will make it very close, but in the end, I'm going to say this is going to be the closest game I've got this week. Give me the Bills 28, the Chiefs 26. And again, now it's the Bills.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody
circles the
wagons
like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Chiefs and Bills game of the week, probably one of the games of the year. This is going to be an absolute classic. Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. This is the modern day Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. It is the rivalry that people are looking forward to the most, and I'm very excited to see where both of these teams are headspace wise, because this is obviously game of the year. Patrick Mahomes. He's got the better record in the postseason. We all know that. But the Bills do tend to win in the regular season against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs, their offense looks extremely unstoppable right now with Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, all of them hitting their strides. Their weakness, though, is still their secondary. Sure, they had a good game against Washington, but let's be honest, Marcus Mariota was a shell of his former self on Monday Night Football. Could barely get anything done on the ground. And now you have the Chiefs playing on the road in Buffalo. Sure, they won last year. It was 2 years ago. I'm sorry, it was 2 years ago. They won 2 years ago.
2 times.
And Buffalo doesn't remember. Buffalo remembers all those losses. Josh Allen and the Bills, I think, have one of the best games here. I could see something similar to week 1 with Bills and Ravens.
Yep.
The Chiefs will put up a lot of points. Bills will put up a lot of points. You will see no defense this game. I expect the Bills, though, to barely win. Give me the Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs, 49-48. Let's go, Bills.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because
Rock'em Soccer Robot. Real quick before we move on to the next game, super from Vampire Luke, James Cook had most rushing yards by a Bills player since Mr. Stabbity Stab 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 in 1976.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm with Joshua Cook for a second. He was a good running back in the day.
Yeah, James Cook does own the Bills historically. He does own the Chiefs historically, though.
Cyber, what's going on? All right. Sunday night, Football Night in America, NBC. Check your local listings as the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. This game is in Washington. Seattle is a 3-point favorite, over under set at 47.5.
That is true. 47.5.
Referee for this game is
Bill Vinovich.
And announcers NBC.
Yep, it's NBC, so you got Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
And the lowest ticketed price. I get to use this twice tonight?
69, dudes!
Nice.
Wow.
Two-time. Two-time. Get to use this. Seahawks, Redskins, who you guys got and why?
Okay. Seahawks are a very, very good team. They're pretty rough, but they're going across this country to our nation's capital to face a Commanders team that only put up 7 points against that tough Chiefs defense this past Monday night. Even though I think I heard Jaden Daniels might be back in action tonight or this week. I think Terry McLaurin made a nice return this past week. But I just see Seattle just being a little bit more tough than the Commanders. I am taking the Seahawks over the Commanders by a score of 28-20.
Well, Seahawks are coming off of the bye week, while the Commanders, let's see here. Commanders are playing on a short week. Washington should have Jaden Daniels back in this one, and they need him against that Seattle defense. Washington collapsed in the second half against the Chiefs on Monday night. I think they'll play better, but at the end of the day, I am going to go with the better team here, and that is the Seattle Seahawks, without question. 24-20, give me Seattle.
This mainly determines on who will be playing. The Seahawks, they are also thin at cornerback. Washington, they have Terry McLaurin out, but they still have some pieces to compete with anybody. Jay McDaniels coming back. I was thinking about doing that, but I needed to save this, and I had to do it for this game, so I'm going to let fate decide.
Oh. Okay.
There are the trends here with both of these teams. Washington plays better on prime time. The Seahawks play great on home. I really don't know who to pick, so I'm actually going to go ahead and let my fate decide with the coin here. So let's go ahead and show that coin to everybody. Nasty number 1 is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. And actually, no, I'm going to have this be the Washington Redskins Commanders, whatever you recall. And AR is going to be the Seahawks with Sam Darnold.
Arnold.
Exactly.
Yep.
Darnold. Exactly.
Yep.
AR. All right, guys. So counting now.
3,
2, 1.
Baba Booey.
All right. Pretty easily, simple to the point. I got it right the first time. Give me the Seahawks to win this game.
Seahawks.
30-28. Seattle.
All right. Last game on the list.
And I dropped my coin. Case.
Doesn't matter. You're not going to need it anymore.
I know, but still.
You have from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium, the Arizona Cardinals, led by Cody Murray against Rain Dakota Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys 2.5-point favorites, over under set at 53.5.
You're right on that one.
Perfect week.
Yes, sir. Another perfect week.
Another perfect week.
Yay.
Yes.
Away.
Referee for this game is
Adrian Hill.
And the announcers for this one are, ESPN.
Yeah, it's Beavis and Butthead, a.k.a. Joe Buck, and the Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman.
Manning cast?
But there is a Manning cast.
There he
I
is.
will be watching that.
All
Thank
right.
goodness. I watched it last week.
I will be watching that for sure. Lowest ticketed price, $25.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
25?
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys are, Yeah, they're 3-5, but I mean, the
Or
Cardinals are
3, 4.
2-5.
Well, 3, 4, and 1 technically.
Yeah, true. We all know the rules. Save the Cowboys fan for last. Cardinals
You know
are
what?
coming off for the bye, but should have Kyler Murray back in this one. Should, keyword should, depending on if the new Call of Duty gets released.
Right.
Cowboys are coming off a terrible showing against the Broncos. Defense, I got to be honest with you. You got to part ways with Uber Fools.
Yes. Me and Adam Oliver have been saying that for weeks and weeks and weeks.
You got to cut ties with that guy.
Yes.
Cut ties with Uber Fools. This is another game that I think there will be a lot of points put on the board. But I think Dallas takes it as Dak Prescott wins it late for the Cowboys. 35-30. Give me the Cowboys. I feel like dancing with the devil.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What?
Because I've danced with the devil, the financial devil, and lived to tell about it.
I want me some
Oh, yeah.
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
And let's hear Jimmy one.
How about them Cowboys?
Kyler is back, yes.
Yes, Vampire. So, man, this is going to be an interesting one. The Cardinals coming off the bye week, but they played some good teams really close. They almost beat the Colts, for God's sakes.
Did.
I know you mentioned Devil. You got to talk about guy as well. But yeah, for God's sakes, they almost beat the Colts. You know, these games have been close by the Cardinals. They do keep it close with pretty good teams. And the Cowboys, their defense is absolutely atrocious, and I think their pass defense has gotten even worse without Travion Diggs.
Oh,
And
yes.
having him on injured reserve is a big blow. And you know, this is going to be one of those things where you really need to see a lot of points in this game. Not many. It's also going to be an offensive shootout. Not a lot of defense being played. And Vampire Luke actually brought up something I was about to bring up.
From high school, college, and pro, Kyler is 9-0 at AT&T Stadium.
That's right. He won a couple state championships. In college, he won all his college games there. In the pros, he's won every single game there. So, Alex, go ahead and sound that alarm.
Oh, my goodness.
I got the Cardinals, baby, to win this game in a high-scoring affair. Give me the Cardinals. Final score, 38-34, with the game-winning touchdown coming from Trey McBride.
So, you hear what I had to say? You heard what LC had to say. Tiny Tim, it is your turn, my friend. Cool.
Oh.
Okay. So, let me give you guys some numbers here. I don't like it either, but last week, Dak went 19 of 31 for only 188 yards. Did not throw a single touchdown, but did throw 2 interceptions and got sacked twice. Joe Milton came in very late in the game, and he managed to go 3 of 4 for 58 yards, and he did throw a touchdown. But here's where it gets bad. Javonte Williams, 13 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, 6 carries, 31 yards, no touchdowns. Jaden Blue, the young rookie from
Texas.
He had 8 carries for 29 yards. And over on the receiving end, let me get that up here. George Pickens got 7 receptions for 78 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions for 74 yards. Jalen Tolbert had 2 receptions for 47 yards and a touchdown. And, yeah, so there was no 100-yard rusher, no 100-yard receiver. Dak didn't even get 200 yards passing because that defense on Denver was just way too tough. Bo Nixon and RJ Harvey just had a field day over those guys. Now they're going up against Arizona. Said Kyler Murray may be back, depending on if when the new COD comes out. And there was an interesting stat that Vampire Luke gave about being undefeated at AT&T Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But the Arizona offense is a little bit shaky. So, I mean, our defense really has to step up one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Eberflus needs to be gone. I mean, our secondary is leaving opposing receivers so wide open. Those guys are about as open as a 7-Eleven.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I'm seeing a bounce back week for the Cowboys. This would give them a little bit of confidence going into the bye week. Give them a record of 4-4-1 going into the bye week, which is all right. But the defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus, needs to go. And there's been talks about maybe the Cowboys trading for Max Crosby.
Oh.
I've been hearing some news about that. Either Max Crosby, maybe not Myles Garrett. There may be another person in there, I don't know. So, but I'm seeing a bounce back here. The Cowboys will barely win this one because this was my point spread game of the week. I believe. Yes, it's a 3-point advantage for the Cowboys, but I'm pretty sure Arizona will be able to go through our defense like everyone else has. And they'll get some points, but in the end, late field goal, Brandon Aubrey, want to say 60-something yards on that one.
Okay.
I like it.
Give me Bob Cowboys over those Cardinals 27-24. Let me hear Jerry and Jimmy.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What?
Because I've danced with the devil, the financial devil, and lived to tell about it.
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Boom.
Yep. Boom.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will put a nice little bow on week number nine of Pain and Gain Pick'ems.
Yes, sir.
As always, you can join me, myself, my brother Austin, aka Peanut, Mr. Gary Bear, Mr. Garrison 96, and Jerome Latimer, aka Romy1284 on Bofas on the Sofas. The Mr. Garrison 96 channel, Mondays at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you've got the Monday Blues, we will cheer those Monday Blues up. On Tuesdays, we have Fantasy Football Fever, TJM 3774.
That's right. Yeah, we're getting to the latter part of the regular fantasy football season, so it's time to make some trades. Time to boost the rosters. I know in one of my leagues I'm 7-1, but in the Fantasy Football Fever League I am 1-7.
Ooh,
yeah, pretty bad. So I gotta check out everything here. So join us every Tuesday night, 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central for Fantasy Football Fever.
Got a couple new sponsors that we want to do. Shout out our boys at Rant and Rave, the Rant and Rave podcast. Brandon Martin, Brandon Martin, Jordan Little, Michael Bombardier, William Braun, and Big Beefy E himself, Eric M. Lima. Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Brandon Martin channel. And then Monday through Friday, we got Snowman in the morning on Snowman Multimedia. Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold hard facts. Excuse me. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, every Wednesday, you got this.
Yeah.
You got plenty
show.
Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. Us three giving you guys our picks and predictions for week number 10 next week.
Sir.
Haven't thought about streaming the game tomorrow night.
You should.
Should I?
You should.
Should I?
You got it.
I'm leaning towards it.
Yes.
All depends on if I'm feeling up for it, but most likely I will. Most likely
I'll do it. Everyone wants you to do it.
I'll do it. I already have a thumbnail ready for it, so might as well.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for week number 9 of Pain and Gain Pick'ems. Hope to see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Why the hell not? I'll do it. Ravens versus Dolphins. Be there, be square tomorrow night. Tua turning the ball over. We'll make an appearance. We'll see. We shall see about that. So, for LC Muscles 28, for Tiny Mother Loving Tim, say Pizzle, saying peace out and fins up. Baby! We'll see you guys next week.
Steelers, try and keep themselves somewhat close against Colts, please. Just
all right.
For...
All right, Cowboys, let's take care of them Cardinals going to the bye week on a high note.
Fins up. See you guys tomorrow night. Please do not get blown out. That's all I ask. Don't get blown out like we did last time against the Ravens. Right. See ya.